Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute. This music isn't right. The scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time to the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming to you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Now, before we get into the commentary, the discussion, the chat that wears the hat, folks, we're going to have to pay some bills. Now, remember that Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by a generous donation from IndieCD.org, brought to us by Joe Bachman. IndieCD.org, your one-stop shop to get a presence online. Now, I'm going to let you know something, folks, that I'm not supposed to, because you know me, I love behind-the-scenes info, the gossip, the tea that must be spilled. Friends, the only way you're going to have a reliable online presence is if you have backups. Social media alone will not keep you afloat, because at any moment you could easily be bumped right off of Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, I guess, LinkedIn, whatever. Your social media platform could go down. Your connections could be lost. I remember losing a whole lot of good friends when they shut down AOL Instant Messenger. Yes, I am that old. And I mourn for the days of the Yahoo chat rooms. Well, friends, there is a way to keep safe. A way to make sure that you can still be reached. And one of the best ways to do that is by joining IndieCD.org. For a one-time fee of $10, 10 measly dollars, you'll have a web presence that's linked to some of the best creators, musicians, artists, authors, editors, game designers, and say, hey, maybe you're a customer. Maybe you're looking to do a collaboration, or you want to hire someone. Maybe you've written a great book, but you know it needs editing. Maybe you want some classy voiceovers. Who can you go to? Well, let me tell you what, dear friends, colleagues, Romans. Go to IndieCD.org, give your money to Joe Bachman, and get a base. Because I will tell you this, in June, friends, that cost will double. It will go up to a measly $20, which realistically, for all the services that Joe Bachman's provide, that's no big deal. So let's hook him up, all right? Get the backup so that you can do. Now, I do have some stuff of my own to talk about. First and foremost, if you wish to become a Patreon member over at patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild, which links are in the description, you can support this show. Just let me know you're supporting the show. I may make a separate tier over there. Or you could just buy my books. The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear. My ongoing series of how to sword fight. How to work the weapons in plain, simple English. It's a survey series designed for anyone who maybe has other skill sets that wants to cross, or you've never held a sword before. I don't believe that such knowledge should be expensive. Therefore, I keep my books as cheap as Amazon will let me. And speaking as cheap, as cost effective, if you will, Big Stompy Robots. We're going to be talking a lot about Big Stompy Robots because in just a couple weeks, I will be at RegionCon running Big Stompy Robots. In fact, much of my time is currently wrapped up in the building of my own humble little wooden miniatures for that series. But maybe you want to get a jump on it. That is one of the best places to go. You can get Big Stompy Robots and my fighting books and so much more, because trust me, more is in the works over at amazon.com/author. That's me. Wait, /author. What author? /author Nicholas Tockert. That's me. Yeah. You guys know who I am. Now, while we're at it, I'm also the author of Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, the role-playing game. Now, it is down from Indiegogo. So if your bids to get into that don't work, don't feel bad, because over at Fund My Comic, you can get into there. And for my stuff and Luke's stuff, you can get 20% off with secret code BETA 2023. There will be more in the universe of the Base Plus 2 RPG engine in the very near future. I have put the announcement out that I am working on my own modern take on it, where I won't be using the superpowers of others, but making a modern adventure game. Although you never know what goes bump in the night. Well, I do, and you will too. But that's all said and done. So let's get on with what's going on. Friends, accountability. Yesterday, where I am from about Wednesday to Thursday, it went from a high of 80 to a low of below 30. Now, that's degrees Fahrenheit for my international friends. I know 32 is 0 Celsius, so one could extrapolate from there. It was cold. As my dad might say, colder than a well-digger's hind end. And such massive temperature changes do tend to affect me greatly. So, in keeping with my medical needs, yesterday was very much a do very little day. And unfortunately, for me to do what I do, I have to have at least 2 of these, where the option is to do very little. So that's what I did. I rested. I worked a bit on the crafty side of what I do, building things for Big Stompy Robots, setting things up for the game convention, a little planning, but mostly it was rest and recover so that I could hit Friday, which is my busiest weekday, because I do have 2 programs today scheduled, plus you never know when else I might pop up, and take care of things. Now, I was up significantly late last night. The full moon was gorgeous, and it did put a bit of drag on me, but you can set my my personal schedule like a clock, because the full moon always keeps me up. She is a cruel mistress who draws me from my thoughts and forces me to wander outside as a lost vagrant, baffled by the celestial beauty moving overhead. But In the course of this morning, I did have an interesting tidbit. Oh, and I did get one minor item, broadcast-wise, fixed. So let's fix that. You see, I've had a problem in that, and it was an artistic problem. I, quite some time ago, made this. I do the job, I get paid. Now, this logo has served me well, but has two distinct problems. First and foremost, I made it square format for several of the other things I do, and it is well received. I've put it out there. But, friends, colleagues, it doesn't fit and it's not quite the right theme. So I reveal the new first time scene. I do the job, I get paid. The mantra of the freelance creative. I believe everyone should have the chance to do what they love, and I believe they should get paid every cent fairly. Don't neglect your artists, don't neglect your creators. And please, for the love of God, if you wish for someone to do something, you'll get a lot better asking nicely than flat out demanding and then being rude to them when they either say no or say, "Hey, I would like some financial uh, recovery for that." I'm a nice guy. I do a lot of charity work, but not all of it is going to be charity work. Like, that's fair, especially when contracts are involved. So yes, I have declined a couple bids recently, not because I don't need the money, because I do, and not because I'm tangled up in the other bids. My contracts are pretty much wrapped up right now, and I'm just waiting for my end of it. No, I declined them because they have this crazy idea of, well, you'll get paid whenever, and I have been down that path, friends. So that won't be happening. Now that that's rectified, because I'm coming in a little strong today. Uh, our own friend of the show and wonderful individual, Joe Dog McKeel, shared a lovely video of what appears to be the spirit of a small child disappearing. And which meant I got to start this morning with something I haven't done in a while, certainly not semi-professionally. I say semi-pro because I refuse payment for the vast majority of those gigs. I say the vast majority because I did have one buddy who would call me up constantly whenever anyone else had a problem to try to broker it for clout. It was a whole thing. And apparently saying, sure, but you have to give me a shiny rock first if you want me to do anything, suddenly disavowed him of such interest. And it did make my nights much more peaceful. But I do find it interesting, friends, because I love a good scary video and I love a good ghost story. But, friends, it's like the guy who's seen too many magician videos or watched a magician too much. I can't help debunking. It's in my blood. And I will say this. There are three states of response to stimuli, guys. And this is good for writers because people don't understand what fear looks like. There are only three. And the thing is, you usually do one of the given three. You fight, flight, or freeze. What does that mean? What does that mean? And why does it matter on this program of all things? Well, it's one of the ways to tell if you're watching a video if there's a measure of authentic. Because if someone is curious about what's going on, they will usually move over. They will continue their advance. They want to see what's going on. If they are scared of the phenomena, one of three things happens. You fight, which means they engage it. You'll see this in ghost shows where somebody sees something and they rapidly pursue. Okay. This is the engage the threat. the identify may be slow, but once they see it, they're going for it. The freeze, okay, there's something going on. What is it? Oh! And you're literally rooted in ground by raw terror. This has happened to me on a couple occasions in my youth. It's part of the reason why I study a great many things, including making sure I have a moderate understanding of the behaviors of bears, but that's a story for another time. And in this case, I mean the wild animal, not the human wild animals. Shout out to Trevor. Hope you're doing well, buddy. But and flee. You see it, I'm out. And feats don't fail me now. These are all natural responses. What you don't get is freeze, slow sweep. Move, slow sweep. Unless you have no idea how to clear a room, and that's how you get shot. I'm sorry, tactical word. But there is a pattern you will see, friends, in supernatural videos. And it kind of bugs me because you'll see the same pattern. Where they see the thing, they give you time to process. Oh, that's a thing. They move in. And then it did something. And then there's a freeze. And then a slow pan. Oftentimes zoomed in such a way that there's room for a person to squiggle by just out of view. And then a move, and then a jump scare reveal, and then flee. It's not just scripted. It's so scripted. The characters are going. The viewers can tell it's coming. This allows for a jump scare that's predictable, so you get a whoop, but not a really big jump. If you're doing fiction in film, please, if you insist on doing jump scares, which I loathe, don't set them up, obviously. If possible, let the actors think it's going to happen just a bit before it actually does, so that you get a genuine startle reaction out of them. In related, please, I ask no one ever prank me. I don't prank people. I ask them not to prank me because I tend to react badly to them. It's not that I'm a poor sport. It's that I'm not always sure what my reaction will be. So please don't jump out and go at me. Because I worked in medical field and I'm likely to, respond with pre-programmed, state-sanctioned CPI type response. I don't want to do that. Mind you, I've worked very hard to develop that level of limited response. But pranks aren't fun. And I am glad we have survived, by the way, April 1st. I despise April 1st. But I have prattled longer than usual. Well, because I had some good material. Let's run an ad, and then I will deep dive the comments that you have today, find out what's on everyone's mind, because I'm sure you guys have something. Now, let's see. Whose ad should hit first and foremost? You know what? I think I'm going to... we were talking spooky things, so let's just keep it a little spooky. Alrighty. As usual, I'm getting messages as I broadcast. That's always spicy, but that's good, folks. Let's dive into the chat and see what you guys are hopping and popping about. Oh, and I got comment dump. Yes. Ooh, and I saw a code. Somebody's got a code. Somebody's got a sale. I'm all for that. Love saving you guys money. And friends, don't be afraid if you're commenting and getting in to put links to your works and maybe the works of people you respect. I want to help you get up in the morning and get moving. First in the door, says Don Dulos. Hi, Don. But I have to sneak out to take a shower. Ha 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 ha. I'll be back. Well, you'll probably be front too. Keep moving, Nick. Good morning to y'all and morning friends and fiends and other assorted folks that fall nowhere between. Well, yes, I'm assorted. Hi, Don. Some more. Good morning. We got mornings. And that's Carl, who I just ran his lovely ad for a Mad Gasser. I just got 48 minutes into Last Man Standing, where two folks nearly laughed to death. That show's always good. I thought I'd be safe not getting on it, but I was not in good shape last night. So I'll look forward to catching it in the rerun. I was still there at that time, which too? Writing accountability, more than 2/3 into the latest editing project. Yay! And Grant Lankard's Beowulf has been funded. I helped promo that a bit. As well you should be, and we're all proud of you, Grant. I'm sure I can run the ad for that later. Because what you've done is pretty heroic for the folks with the dream of making a comic and getting it out there. You enriched Don after Donna's comment about wood types. I won't mention it here. It's more of a green room comment. Just like I won't mention that about 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central, the certain green room will be part of Uncle Carl's secret humor group. If you are on Facebook and you are completely unoffendable, you have to be able to shrug off something you don't like. There is a secret humor group that can be found. And if you can find it and you can tolerate the bizarre humor, maybe you can join the green room. I'm a product of the 80s and I apologize for nothing. Okay, now that Grant has funded, I pay attention to Kelly Gutner's project. Ooh, Scorcher audiobook? Oh my, and that's on Indiegogo at that link. Groovy. That was very green room. Sneezing fit. Sorry about that. I got word of Donna's proof of known strangers is in the mail and should be here by Wednesday. Have you been hanging around Georgette? Da, 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 da. Every time I hear Georgette, it's such a good name. And I have a thing about names. Making names up is challenging for me. But if given a random name, I can usually make a whole character up around it. Maybe I should do that as an art challenge. Perhaps I should do a chat-generated names challenge as part of the next art time with Nick. That could be intriguing. I know it's getting time to trim my beard, folks. My goatee. I miss having my beard because I can think properly. And that means it's going to mess with my machine, and I'll have to trim it down. It's bothersome, though, because you got to have a one ponders. Poor Georgette. Calvin insists on running into the litter box right now after I pour new litter in it. They sneeze us like crazy. Nutty cat. Cats are. It's true. At 2 a.m. this morning, I was awakened by Calvin on my chest and his mouse toy in my armpit. Let's play, Dad. Glad I wore a t-shirt to bed. Good morning. Good morning, Dan Hollifield, my nocturnal companion. Old Dan of the Hills. And if you haven't gotten to read that story, reach out. It is a grand story. How are you, sir? I do have many commercials for you, and I do run them regularly. I'll run one later. Great to see you with the evil orb in the sky. Dawn, you're not assorted. You're in the previous category. For the record, I don't consider fiends a bad thing. Dan. See what happens when I get a day off work? May you have many of them. Ooh, Angie Dudas. Good morning, folks. It says Angie, but it's actually Grant. Grant. Incognito. Angie. I'm using Angie's computer because mine is in the ground. It's in the shop. Grant! Ha-ha! Good news, Beowulf 5 is officially funded. We put a lot of work into promoting it. Now you all make money. Woohoo! Hi, Dan. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kelly Carla. Are you well this day? We are, and your book is amazing. As soon as I get some eye problems fixed, I get to read more. And I want to show off the cover for your book, so I have to go get it. The Rembrandt Stratagem by Kelly Austin. It is from the Paranormal Case Files of Bishop Kincaid, the man who can't know his own face. Oh, it's so good! Buy that book. Anyway, woo, comment, dump, 1 second. Wee. All right. Grang! Grang? Are you telling me that? Oh, Grangy. Oh, it's a hybrid. And here I was worried. Not that I don't deal with enough hybrids. You can too. Hashtag always promote. I read it as Grang, and I envisioned him as an Ulton from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a moment. It was a little problematic. Hello, Kelly. I'm guessing that by Grang, you're referring to me, Rich. Or you have an event you want to share, become a member of Indie and add it to the calendar. Yes, folks, indiecd.org has a lovely calendar revealing events that are happening in the region where you can see some of the wonderful people in this chat, meet them, and personally hand them money while we still have the ability to hand personal money out. Hey, Carl, Angie, Grant, congrats. Hey, let's go. I should mention the reason Beowulf is funded is that one member of the NTF community was insanely generous. I don't know if he wants his name mentioned. Kelly, hugs! Grangy, mashing your name, so yes, at Angie Dudas. I probably shouldn't have said he. That's cool. It's very rising tide, and that's what we love. Hey, y'all, there she is. Donna Carleen. She's squelching through the mud, having a grand time. Please never combine Ted and I. Ton is the best, but Dad or Dad sucks. I understood. Donna! Hey, good morning. It's Donna. Hey, Kelly. It's Grant using Angie's Compy. We got greetings, all the meetings, ever fleeting, but we make it work. Accountability. Been to the gym 4 days this week, mostly treadmill and a couple of other machines. Probably going to concentrate on the recumbent stepper. Recumbent stepper and treadmill to build endurance. Awesome. Oopsie. Hey, Grant. Grats on getting funded. Morning. Very impressive, Rich. I agree, Rich. You're doing some great things. Let's run an ad. I know it's funded, but I want to run the ad, so I'm going to run the ad. And I have the power.
Hazel always knew there was something special about her cat Mooney. but she's still shocked when Mooney opens his mouth to tell her he's just had a vision. An ancient evil has awoken after centuries of sleep, and only one man can stop it, the legendary warrior Beowulf. Unfortunately, it's been over 1,000 years since he slayed a dragon, and he's been reincarnated as this guy. His name is Victor, and he's more unemployed millennial slacker than mighty warrior.
So yes, congratulations on getting that funded. Now I know it's in comic books right now, but is there going to be a way for people to either buy back issues direct, or will there be a trade paperback in the future? Inquiring minds want to know. Dawn says, doc appointment later this morning. Either knee drain or injection or both. How the heck am I being so silly today? Why not? If you know it's going to be rough, you might as well enjoy the bits you can enjoy. The gym is literally 5 minutes away, so I have no excuse but to get in as often as I can do, at least 30 minutes. Good job, Rich. We are proud of you. Is Joey Be Good around today? I haven't seen him, and perhaps he might be getting some sleep. It is my fond hope that he is. FYI, it. Fenord. Love my kids' picks. Still very thankful for them. Whatever do you mean? Do you mean this right here? Right here, Donna? Yeah, well, you know, here, let me just hide your comment for a minute. Because I want to make sure. This? Yes. Dawn's Fashionable Felines. It's brought to you by me in a mood and having a good time, with Georgette and Buddy getting into whatever mischief they can. And we'll just go here and let them go back to their little cat tree in the background, and we'll see what else. Oh, wow. Comment dump. Okay. How many kids, Dawn? My kitties. Nick did my Fashionable Felines. Jump scare Lord Nicholas, and you'll get what that chair got. Quite possibly. He might treat you. You guys, eyes warn people there, and I don't want to, but there are a lot of reflexes. Great minds think alike. Ha, Carl. I'm not going to tell you what I think GT. That stands for it's dirty. Hey, behave. You're not using your own avatar. Thanks for the ads. Today is the last day to get 15% off on any Lulu purchase code using B Koepp 15. My mind went to something that could only be said in the green room. Yeah, great minds think alike. My mind went to General Motors Trans Am. Woo! Hey, Snowman, this is Bandit. How's the roads looking up ahead? Dang it! Nick, get out of my head. Before you went to A-Team, so did I. Look, I'm going to tell you the truth here, and maybe you can't handle it. But all this, it's a distraction. Designed, precision by media and the government to make you lose sight of the fact that in 1979, a group of elite commandos were imprisoned for a crime they didn't commit. After promptly escaping from a military stockade, they made their way to the Los Angeles underground, where they had become soldiers of fortune. And if you can find them, if you can hire them, maybe you can hire the A-Team. Anyway, and I know I bungled it, but that's okay too. Accountability. Have to admit, having my compy in the store has been nice. I think I'm becoming a bit of a workaholic. You have to pace yourself, friends. You have to find that rhythm between hard work and rest. Again, using the science of the education I got from the Michigan City area school system, I understand that there are only two types of energy, two in the universe. As a living being, you are either going to hustle or flow. The hustle is the grind to get it done. The flow is coasted on the energy and recovering. You have to find a balance between that. Not having a balance between the hustle and the flow will degrade you. And, if you don't give your body a chance to rest, your body will take it from whatever time is least convenient. So don't feel bad. Hail, chat. Sup, Grey Wolf Graphics in the house. GWG. Don Dulas, I was singing along on the song Child of the 80s here and well. When I get my compy back, I'm going to have to figure out a better work-life balance. And every time you say compy, I have to ask, how do you type with boxing gloves? Every day I get an email. Some days help comes from a female. What? This is a female. Hi, Dawn. I'm not going to do the strong bad voice. Too few people know the glory of strong bad and why he matters far more than that little Fink Homestar Runner. I know who the star of the show is, and it's not you, Homestar Runner. I said it. The re-edit by Bishop Kincaid is pushed back to end of June, beginning of July. I'm also going to push the last editor. Also, the anthology set for December 2023 is coming along fantastically. Wonderful. Yeah, it's tough, Grant. You need to text me before you do the chat-generated art time with Nick so I can hook you up with weird names. I miss Dan coming in. Dang, looking at the work machine. Better to push it back and be polished than put it out when you don't feel it's ready. Fair enough. The story, Old Dan, is now appearing online in this month's affiliate webzine. Yes. As for days off, in roughly 300 days, I will finally retire from the factory. Dan, we need to make a party of it. Seriously, send that date out to everybody. When you get done and never have to go back, we need to have a celebration. Come on, good time. Let's celebrate. Yeah, Dan. Hi, Nick. Hi, Hojo. You're one of the best creators I know. How are you doing? I know the Mythicals is hopping and popping and dropping. I know you're going to love what I'm working on in the game I'm doing. I'll probably just throw it up on Amazon because I've been getting good results and they handle everything. But we're going to have to talk, Hojo, because I do truly enjoy what I've seen of the Mythicals. Is there going to be another installment of Old Dan? Ooh, yo, Hojo. Dawn, I think we inspired one last night. Woohoo! Guess who's back? Grant's back again. Lankard's back. Phone a friend. Lankard's back. I'm feeling musical today. I'm in a good mood. Apparently, I got my lack of sleep balance. And yes, I'm chewing some gum because I can't hear out of this ear right now. Sorry about that. Won't know until the story presents itself to me, Dawn. He is such the divine Southern gentleman. Duma nearly took out 2 people last night with her comments. Lock and load. Grant G. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Blue Teddy Narrations. One of my favorite creators online. They dropped off my copy. Hi, Blue Ted. Hi, Grant. Hey, Grant. It's all you today. Go buy a lotto ticket. Never hurts. Morning, Blue Teddy. Morning, Dawn. Blue. Carl. Scream, my babies. Yeah, I love showing her the picture of her cats. Ah, GMTA. Ah, that's what that means. About DMTA. Dirty minds think alike? Yep. You kids think you invented acronyms. I've got relatives who spent a lot of time on CBs. When I start throwing numerical codes that aren't police codes, I'll be a little more impressed. 10-4, good buddy. Not invented, just expanded the dictionary. We were on Commodore Quantum Link back in the day, made up of tons of acronyms. I know, Carl, today is a good day to fry, burninate. Because Trogdor was a man. Or maybe he was a dragon. Maybe he was a dragon man. Maybe he was just a dragon. Maybe he's Trogdor! Burninating the countryside. Grant, did you find the work-life balance now that you're back? Ooh, let's hope you do. Got to guys, I'm telling you, it's about the groove. You find your groove, you find that niche you're supposed to be in, you get it, and you just fly. Lately, I've been a little sad because I got out of my groove. And I had a lot of problems. I got way out of my groove. And I am trying desperately to not try. To just do what I need to do and let myself naturally, calmly find my way back to the groove. Because I'll tell you, the world works better when I cruise in bossa nova mode, you know. You play the girl from Ipanema. And and you just let that rhythm put you where you need to be. And suddenly the water's clear. The world calms and you're just moving along. Got a comment dump. That's groovy. Don, working on it. Yeah, Good Friday is normally a good day, though I think the three folks on the cross may disagree, though. I was planning to address the religious aspects at the end of this program, but yes, it is Good Friday, and there's a lot to be discussed on that. And part of it, I think, is understanding that sometimes, how do I put this? If the good Lord had to endure pain to do what needed done, who are we to complain? I do feel that there are a great many people who use words without meaning. And I may offend some folks on this one, and I'm okay with that. But there are a lot of people who lose track of what it means. It's very easy to claim to be something. It's very easy to say, I am a Christian, or I am a pagan, or I am a Pastafarian, whatever. But I find in all circles, much like being a writer, anyone can claim to be a writer. Anyone can say, I am a writer. Oh, cool. What do you write? Because one thing about our boss, Rich, is he walked the walk. knowing where he was going. Even asked, can I get out of this? Is there any way around this? Nope. Okay. And I'm not going to stay on this too long, at least not at this part of the day. But I do find it so interesting that there are two major days associated with our faith. There are others of import, but the birth of Christ and the death and resurrection of Christ. And there's a huge industry around the gift-giving aspect of the gift, the birth of Christ. And everyone speaks of the promise of the gift, but very few people are comfortable dealing with the reality of the price. And I think if less people worried about beating their chests and claiming Christianity, and more people read the book and tried to behave like he did, well, the world might be a better place. And I think I'm going to leave that there. I may get into it later, but I'm going to leave that there. Biting Lip Rich. First Friday after Dan retires, the green room is going to be awesome and endless. I think we may have to have a green... Yep, the evening Dan retires. Happy Friday! Happy Friday, Cindy Koepp. You know what? Cindy's here, and I know she's going to promote people. She always does. So let's just run her general promo. Cindy's an amazing creator, and her works are fascinating. Let's see, we got a comment dump. That's shocking as all heck. Cindy in the house, and she's on YouTube. Cindy on YouTube? Yay, hi! Dear Lord, I don't want to think about the days of VBS and Leet Speak. I mean, what? Oh, and please, yes, folks, if you're getting any enjoyment of the huge amount of energy I am projecting into the screen right now, please like, share, subscribe so that we can keep making this content and get it out to more people. Speak, that is, I translated. So, FB was restricting my ability to post anywhere on my own page every time I posted links in Ntf from FB. Unfortunately, I don't have my links on my computer, and my tablet doesn't do it. Well, then allow me to regale you guys. Cindy Koepp's link, messages, and attendance are brought to you by the following. Royal Cruz, who has both a subscribe star and an art station. He is the artist of Animal Eye. You can also go to Raider05 over on deviantart.com/Raider05 and see the colorist's art. I follow, so should you. You can get heroes from Studio Wixsite. Studio Studio Hubris 5.wixsite.com. You can Ye Old Dragons Books has a whole new take on monsters. Bearpublications.com for sci-fi goodness. And bit.ly/bearpub for Animal Eye merch. You can get all your Animal Eye information through Cindy Koepp due to some shenanigans. Follow her at CKOEPP.com. Victoria Adams has written a wonderful book for people who are involved in caregiving and analyzing the book of Job. Her stuff is available through Amazon. Brian K. Morris's books are available through Amazon and Smashwords. You can go to Bill Sarton for vintage cartooniness. And John B. Pica's Tales from the Decoverse are on Amazon.com. You can also find, I know I got a little out of order here, Cindy's works all through CKOEPP.com. I know I forgot a couple. Amy Hale has neuroses, and so can you. Amy Hale on Amazon.com. I think we're getting I think that's most of them. I'm pretty sure that's close. Dawn says, ASL, everyone. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's hard to do when your hand doesn't listen, so we'll try that again. Oh, you mean age 42, sex, I'm a dude, and location. I'm in the liminal space between civilization and cornfields, between the dusk and the dawn, a place known as the Twilight Zone. Waves. Hi, Cindy. I tried to do right by you. Did you get a ban, Cindy? Oh, my life is complete. I've gotten bans and booted for stuff. 12 viewers and 3 likes. Hey. Hi, Cindy. Hey, nerds. Nita! Hey, Nita. I don't know if you're still here before you, but it's always good seeing and hearing from you, my darling. Thanks for the support. Last night was a very strange and uncrypted night, but it was a little rough. Feeling lonely in my place between so many worlds and so many conditions. And it's always good to have a friend who at least understands part of it. Nita! Not a full ban, but I did get my account restricted twice a week. Ugh. Hi, Joe. Nita. Poor Cindy. Hi, Nita. Everybody. Hi, Nita. Everybody's happy to see Nita. Howdy, Cindy. Go patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild to help Nick trade the other fencers. That might be part of what I was forgetting. Oh, we're going to get them anyway. Hi, Nita. Go to patreon.com/Brian K. Morris to read the next installment of Volcana. I may leave early because I need to take Angie and the kids to celebrate. Have fun! You can go to patreon.com/Cindy Koepp, CKOEPP. Read suitable arrangement. Congrats on funding. bit.ly/bearpub. I'm doing pretty good. I'm an Apache helicopter. In that case, I'm an A-10 warthog. Allow me to sing you the song of my people. Hi, Johnny. Thanks, Nita. bit.ly/CKOEPP. Amazon to get my nifty books. Hi, Johnny. Maybe. If you need a dragon or quilt or other critter, you can go to CKOEPP.com. Hi. Yes, Grant. Time to celebrate. At Don Dulos. Got a motor and everything. So you're motoring. Wow, I'm in a mood, y'all. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Carl. Oh, yeah, you can get my books. I knew I forgot one. My plug. Amazon.com/shore/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Woo! New hardcover Santa Stein coming soon. In the meantime, Amazon.com/stores. BK, Brian K. Morris, author, and then that gobbledygook. Morning all! There he is! Apologize for being AWOL for a few shows. Just getting back into the swing 9 to 5 after C2E2. Brother, you got to get your rest on. You do your thing. But you did join us, and when you're kind enough to join us, it seems only fair that we're kind enough to throw the old ad, because I like the old ad.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Yep, totally not rocking out to Joe D's stuff. Hey Jody, got green, and revising the Laundryman this weekend and kicking it out to Stormgate Press. If all goes well, reenactor Palmine was a beta reader, and he corrected some historical inaccuracies. Awesome! Jody, hello Jody. Hi Jody, pestering engaged. Hiya Joe. And we got more greetings. Go to tvnart.com/NickT for all my art. Actually, I have a massive upload of art to go that way at some point in the near future. BearPublications.com for cool sci-fi. Jody, found out two of my friends snuck up to C2E2. I was so mad. Well, happy mad. Aw. Get help for caregivers, Victoria Adams. Wow, Nick has it all in his head. That's amazing. I'll have to email my link list to me. Sorry, I know most of them. I'll have to hop out. Easter pun not intended. From working me half the time. Okay. Half the team is out, so it may be short and sweet. Maybe back if Nick runs long. Eater pun? Who doesn't love scrambled eggs? Anyway, go to Sartin Art 76 for vintage cartooniness. If not, have an awesome day, and if you celebrate the holiday this weekend in whatever flavor, have a celebration. So that's right. There are a lot of people celebrating a whole lot of things. Some of them I can even properly pronounce right now. But just don't yuck other people's yum. Your pun punned itself. Hasta la bye-bye, folks. I need to start scripting Animal Eye 5. Roll just past the halfway mark on artwork for Animal Eye 4. Awesome. Later, Rich. See ya, Rich. Keep on keeping on. There's been a funk groove today. I can dig it. Grant, you deserve it. Celebrate, my friend. Please contact me for all your Animal Eye issues, because other sites are not properly updated. Don't get me started on that. You don't have time for it. Someday we need to. And Geeky Fun Around the Midwest, QuadCityCon.com. I knew I was forgetting one of the big ones. I'll bet Calvin is in Daddy's office because charcoal is mine. Feed me, Mama, feed me. It's eggy time. It's getting nearly eggy time for me. I get eggs after this. I usually have my oatmeal before. And if I'm on my rhythm right, I usually get some eggs after. And I could go for some eggs. Maybe some toast. Be bad. Ooh, toast sounds good. Calvin is alerting me that it's cat lunchtime by strolling along the stair railing, so I better do my job. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy. Great minds think alike. Calvi and Char. See you later, Donna and Carl. Hugs. All the love. Nuts out of break. I need more break. Y'all have fun storming the castles. We need money to creatives so they don't have to work 9 to 5s, so that they can just write and create stuff and have a good time, and then work on writer hours so they can socialize with other writers. Why is this so difficult? Our system is broken. It's driving me bonkers. Hi. Okay. I gotta run well. Well, Limp, you just, as a fellow member of the Limp Club, you just take it easy. Great day all. 'Twas a fun morning. It really was, and we are right at the hour. So what I will do is run a couple ads, and then we may just mosey on down the line. I'll run the Hybrids ad because it's loud.
Lockdown Games and Luke Stone Studios presents Hybrids, the role-playing game. This core rules to the new Base Plus 2 game engine allows you to design your own character and create your own homebrewed adventure, complete with charts, maps, and every resource needed to dive right into the Hybrids universe on your own, or continue where the quick play left off with a brand new module. Get caught up on the series with the Killing Field trade paperback, enhanced with creator commentary and behind-the-scenes information. This special edition gives you even more value in entertainment. All this and more on Indiegogo.
Well, that looks like the end of that. I'll remember Hybrids Sons of Gods is available only on Fund My Comic now. I just haven't received the new commercial for it yet. Guys, we're coming up on Easter weekend. And, if the, I'll probably mispronounce it, not out of disrespect, but out of speech impediment, but the Estiora thing is your thing. I respect that. But please remember that for us Christians, it's basically the most sacred time of the year. So take some time. If you have a chance to spend it with your loved ones, do so. But don't be afraid to contemplate the gifts that we have been given in this life and the responsibilities that come with them. We are all so blessed. I think of how many people were lost in 2020 and other times, and how many of us made it, and how those of us, for me, I find myself looking back as conventions start up for me and missing those of us who didn't make it through all that. And to understand the promise of what's given, what's offered. It is a blessed time. And I wish you all the happiest of Easters and the greatest of every joy you can have in your life. Now, I will be broadcasting again, and we got some more comments on my comic campaign 6 Hybrids, the double feature. Please, if you're interested in backing the wonderful game. And remember, there is a $1 tier where with the code Beta 2023, you can get not just the first 2 issues, Hybrids the Sons of Gods, the role-playing game, the quick play, and a special players editions that you can hand out that doesn't have spoilers. All for 80 cents. I try to be a fairly humble person, but I think my work is at least worth 80 cents, don't you? So, guys, get out there and create. Make the world a little bit better, okay? Tell your story. Because if you create, you can fix it. If you write, you can edit it. If you paint, you can paint over it or change a layer, depending on if you're doing digital or traditional. But you can't edit a blank page. So I will see you guys over on the Historical Fencing Guild channel at 8 o'clock. And back here at Monday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. Thanks for the stream, Nick. Have a lovely day. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday to everyone who celebrates. And happy Friday to everyone regardless. Guys, I love you. Have a good weekend. I'll see y'all very soon.